Hi, Rich here. This is my long-term review of the Ryobi 40-volt string trimmer. Now, I've had this string trimmer for 2 summers and 2 falls, and I'm ready to share my thoughts on it. Would I buy it again? Stick around to find out. So, I bought this as part of a package deal. It came with the string trimmer, it came with the 40-volt brushless leaf blower, which I'll link at the end of this video. It came with 1 battery for the 2 tools, and the charger. I'm a big fan of these big honking batteries. Now the battery that it came with is the 40 volt 4 amp hour battery. They do make larger ones, but I find that I get pretty good life from this one. So I'm able to use the string trimmer to trim all the way around my yard, switch the battery over to the leaf blower, blow off the driveway, blow off the sidewalks, no problem. If you want to see how much power you have on the battery, there's a little button here you can press and it'll show you the indicator. So from a dimensions perspective, this is just over 65¼ inches long. From its highest to its lowest point, it's about 17 inches tall and it's about 11 inches wide at its widest point. It also weighs about 11.7 pounds. It has a variable speed setting on the side right by your thumb. You can put it in high mode, you can put it in low mode. Ryobi advertises the run time on this thing just over an hour. Again, I have no problems trimming my yard and then switching the battery over to the leaf blower to finishing the job. So plenty of performance, plenty of juice to run this device. This string trimmer came with 2 heads. It came with the regular bump feed string trimmer head, and it also came with the bladed head. Now this string trimmer is compatible with both the .080 line and the .095 line. It's also the attachment capable model, so you can loosen this wing nut in the back. There's a little pressure pin and the shaft actually comes apart here, and you can use that to put additional attachments on there, adding some versatility to the tool. It also came with a 5-year limited warranty on the tool itself and a 3-year limited warranty on the battery. So let's get into this thing. Let's talk about what I like and dislike about the string trimmer. All right, the first thing I like is the high and low settings for the speed. I find that to be very useful. You can put it in low, it's really controllable. If the grass isn't too high, make short work of it. And if you do get into something a little thicker or you just want to wrap the job up quicker, you can put it in high mode and man, it really cuts. So this is what string trimmer sounds like in low. On high. I will say when you put it in high mode, you have to be a little bit more careful because it will definitely chew things up. I also like the fact that it's pretty versatile. Again, I mentioned the bladed head. It's nice that it came with that out of the package. It also is nice that it's attachment capable. Although I'm also going to talk about that in my cons section. The other thing I like is the battery life. Now I mentioned this already, but I'm able to do my whole yard with the string trimmer, with the leaf blower, with 1 battery. Great power from both of the 2 tools. I do have an issue with this charger, but I'm going to talk more about that later in the video. Hey, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. Okay, let's talk about what I dislike or that I think could be better in the tool. First thing is the ergonomics. I'm not sure what it is. I just don't find this that comfortable to use. I feel like I'm sort of stiff and in a locked position using it the whole time. I've tried adjusting the handle a couple of times. I will say on the ergonomics that I find the balance of it to be reasonably okay. The trigger's in a pretty good position. The battery's up high and based on your support hand. So, you know, it's got a decent feel in that regard. It's not too heavy. The other thing that I don't love, and this is probably my biggest complaint with it, is you can't really edge with it, or you can, but it doesn't really work that well. Now you can hold it up at a weird angle and cut, but then it's throwing stuff up in the air. It's not that easy to control. It's fairly fatiguing. It's just not a great solution. They have an edger attachment that you can buy, and again, you can separate that and click the edger attachment on. Unfortunately, the edger attachment alone is about $120. So if you were to buy this tool by itself, you're $200 into this, plus another $120 into the edger for a total of $320. I've got an old 18 volt Craftsman weed eater that you just pull the shaft, flip it over an edge, and it works way better than this. I've had that for 15 years. I weed eat with this, I edge with that. I wish there was a better option for that, again, without having to buy another attachment. All right, another thing I'm not a huge fan of is the price. If you buy the tool by itself with a battery, it's about $199 as of November of 2022. Now, I was able to get this in a package deal that came with the leaf blower, 1 battery, the charger, and the string trimmer. And as of November 2022, they're selling that for $299. So I don't know if this is a like or a dislike. The expanded attachment system is really cool. You can get all kind of interesting attachments. You can get a hedge trimmer, you can get a rotor tiller, you can get a leaf blower, you can get a little mini snow blower. You know, again, I love the ability to expand this, but each of these attachments cost additional money. I used to own a gas weed eater that had the same system on it, and I did have the edger and I did have the leaf blower. The edger worked half decent. The leaf blower was terrible. It did not have near enough power. So I'm not sure how those attachments will work on this. Unfortunately, I don't have any. I usually find that dedicated tools work a lot better. And rather than spend $200 on this and then spend another $100 or $120 on the leaf blower attachment, you could buy the package deal and get that amazing leaf blower that comes in the package for about the same money. I don't know why you would use the attachment. So it's cool that it has it. I'm not sure how much I'll use it. The final thing I don't love is the charger. I've already ranted about this, so you know what? Rich, take it away. I really don't like the way they did this charger. There's no indicator lights on the charger itself. It does have a guide to tell you about the indicator lights on the battery and what those mean. But the thing that really drives me crazy is there's no place to mount it. It has to be setting somewhere. It has to take up table space. I just wish they would have made a bracket that I could just hang that on the wall, and when it's time to get the tool, I snatch it out. Here's my take on this string trimmer. It has amazing power. I love the high-low feature setting on there. The bump feed works good. It's got a big swath head on it. I mean, it thing just cuts fantastic. Don't love the ergonomics of it, and I don't love the fact that I can't use it as an edger, or at least not easily. Would I buy this again? As a standalone tool, no, I don't think I would. I would probably look at other options. So would I recommend it to a friend? Yeah, I actually would because of the power of it, but I would be really clear that they understood sort of the trade-offs, right? What you're gonna give up, what you're gonna get. If you just need a string trimmer with some juice, you got a big piece of property, you're gonna get out there, you wanna be cordless, this is a great option. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I'm gonna do some additional reviews on these Ryobi 40-volt tools. I'll link those here in the video. You might wanna check those out. To all my brothers and sisters serving in harm's way around the world, you're always in my thoughts. Be safe out there. Until next time, everybody.